Yo, what's going on? Chavo Guerrero Jr. here, giving a big shout out to Wrestling Rehab. Keep watching, keep listening, and viva la raza.
Órale. Órale. Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies out there. Now, I am supposed to be having my tag team partner Pablo jump in here. He's not in here yet, but let me go ahead and take this time to eat my words, man. To just eat my words. I had said in the pre show, okay, before SmackDown took place, I said in the pre show for Saturday night's main event, I said, there is no way that you're going to have both Meechin and Chelsea Green square off against each other at Saturday night's main event. Now, this is before they both qualified, right? Because you had Tiffany Stratton and Bailey in the mix. And I said, it's possible that one of them squeak in. It's possible that Chelsea Green gets in there, right? Or it's possible that maybe Meacham gets in there. But I said, it is impossible for both of them to get in there. But I was wrong. I was wrong, man. They had Meacham against Chelsea Green. And we'll get to that in just a second, man. All right. So Saturday night's main event, right? I watched it with my sons. It was the first time watching a Saturday night's main event. I had talked to them and what it used to be and all that good stuff, right? Seeing Jeff Ventura was quite, man. Honestly, man, to tell you guys the truth, I was expecting like much bigger names. I don't want to disrespect the guys that were there, but man, kind of fell a little bit short. Let me go ahead and tag in my tag team partner from the LA Times, Mr. Pablo.
Yeah,
Pablo.
hey, disrespect him, man. Go for it, bro.
You know what, Pablo? It was a little flat. I mean, look, man, you had some greats, but were they really main stars? I mean, Tito Santana, much respects to him, okay, but they didn't. There was nobody there that was of the likes of like the Immortal One.
Right.
You had him, you had Tito Santana, you had Greg the Hammer Valentine, you had probably the biggest name I would think was probably the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, you young whippersnapper. How dare you disgrace the name of the great Greg the Hammer Valentine? That's a legend, brother.
Ah, come on, Pablo.
Stand up, put your hands on your heart when you say that name, brother.
Pablo, it's our Pablo wasn't there though, man.
You know my gripe with the whole night, bro. I don't know, man. I mean, everybody's acting like it was the greatest thing, man. It was just like a like a good SmackDown, and see these guys like Tito Santana, Greg Valentine, Jimmy Hart. It would have been nice to see them in some kind of segment, use them better than they did. I'm sick of them putting the stars on the sideline, or having them in the back, everybody, gambling or something. I don't like that either. I would like them involved somehow in the storyline,
Okay. Well, let's break it down, Pablo. Let's start with the match of your boy Sami Zayn going in there against Drew McIntyre. What was your thoughts on that match?
I mean, it was okay. Sammy got whooped. Sammy got whooped, which that should be, I guess, because they've kind of buried Drew in the last year and a half, 2 years. He's had some big spots, but he's lost, right? So he's lost some titles in the last 2 years, and yeah, man, it was okay. Wouldn't say it's the greatest, but I'm glad that he lost 1, 2, 3. You know.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, man. Look, it was a good match. It was a good
Yeah.
match. Well, one thing that I liked was the narrow walkway when the wrestlers came out. It
Oh yeah.
was so narrow, like so old school, man.
Right. 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 Hey, weren't we just talking about those bars or something they had around the stage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Man,
yeah. So
prophetic.
yeah, instead of the barricade that they have now, they're using the guardrails, man.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, and the referees, the shirts they were wearing with the bow tie,
Yeah, it were kind of the little bars coming
good
down the
time.
aisle. The bars coming down the aisle kind of reminded me old memory when oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't think of his name. Ultimate Warrior used to come down. It was crazy. Remember those
Okay.
days?
Yeah, yeah. He'll come running down, and everyone's slapping his shoulders as he's running.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Pablo, did this match mean anything to you? He said Drew McIntyre said, what did he say? He said 1 down, 3 to go.
Talking about the bloodline, man.
That's I mean, that's the only way you could that's the only conclusion you could come up with, right?
Yeah, because he's been attacking everybody on Raw for the last year because their affiliation with the bloodline. You know, like how are you taking on how you hanging out with Jey Uso after what he's done, you know, and after they made me lose the title in England, you know, and Solo jumped in, and there's just so many things. Yeah, it's clear threat to the bloodline.
Okay. 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 Do you remember the matches in sequence? I don't.
I don't, bro. I don't remember in sequence because I watched it later in the
Okay.
night, so I didn't watch it live.
Yeah, you were over there entering the Sandman, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. In LA, it was nice with Sammy Hagar.
All right. Well, let's get to the triple threat match that's sparking some controversy here, man. With Gunther, the bisexual Undertaker, and former campeon.
Oh, you're turning
Hey,
on him
that
now?
no, no,
You're
no. That's not
turning
the
on
name
him?
I gave him. That's not the name I gave him. I'm just repeating what people have said. The bisexual Undertaker. I don't know how that
Right.
came to be, but all right. Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Pablo, I thought this was a great match. I really enjoyed it. And people are missing a botch or a save because the people are giving Gunther all these kudos because he was gonna
Right.
power bomb Damian Priest on the stairs, right? And
Right.
Damian Priest's foot hit the stairs. And I'm like, well, wait, how are you giving him props? What was he gonna do? Just drop him like on his head? Like, come on, man. Of course. But the one that I'm thinking of, Pablo, was when Damian Priest jumps over the top rope to the outside of the ring. Gunther was supposed to take a step forward. Instead, Damian Priest, like his heels, hit Gunther like on his shoulders, and Damian Priest just his full back just lands on the outside of the ring, man, from the inside to the outside. Just I was like, oh wow, like Gunther, come on, take a step forward, man.
Yeah.
Give your guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What,
Yeah, I
what,
know
what
there.
was your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty good, man. I thought Finn Balor was out a lot of time, but we're talking about the triple threat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. I thought it was a great match. I thought Damian, your boy, did a good job. I thought Gunther did a good job, man. And yeah, for me, it was probably my favorite match of the night. Surprisingly, because I usually don't like triple threat matches, man. So yeah, man. I think Gunther really investing in Gunther, man.
I definitely thought it was the best match of the night. It's just story wise, where do you go? Like, is that it? Is there a period at the end of this?
No, No, they left it open, bro.
Like I don't see where else they're gonna go with
They're gonna beat a dead horse, and Damien still he's just gonna come back later. You know.
later, but I mean, for the time being, he's just to be focusing on Finn, right?
You would think so. I mean, it has to because we need a change. We need a change
Okay.
because we know they're not going to give it to Damien, right? The belt. So
Right.
yeah, definitely, man. But I didn't think they put a strong exclamation point after this match that it was over with him and Damien. I think they left it a little bit open, you know, and I just hope they don't go back to next week. It's the same thing. But yeah, Finn and him should have a good little run and do that for a while. But it's kind of weird because they kind of separated for a while a little bit. Seemed like the Judgment Day was going their way, Damien was going their way, his way. But now it seems like it just came back round circle, man.
Yeah. 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 And I think this is gonna separate Damien away from Gunther, at least for the time being. But I think they'll go ahead and revisit this a little bit more down the line. So, but for the time being, for right now, I think Damien and Gunther are done.
Hey, do you think they're gonna pull a you know how Triple H really likes Gunther? Do you think it's gonna be like a 2-year reign? Or is Triple H too excited? Is he too excited for Gunther right now that he's going to keep it past WrestleMania? What do you think?
Uh, I think it's I don't know about 2 year runs, but I could see leaving WrestleMania with the strap. Yeah,
Hmm.
I can. I can
Would
see it.
you? Okay, I know we're getting into hypotheticals. Would you like to see him lose it to Seth, or would you like to see somebody new get it?
Um gosh, man. I wouldn't mind if he loses it to somebody like Seth. That probably wouldn't be my first choice. If it's gonna be, yeah, maybe, yeah. You know what? No, Pablo, it'd be somebody new. I would like to see him lose it to Brown Breaker.
Yeah, that's my thoughts too. Just there's a lot
Yeah,
of rumors in the universe about Seth in the future, so that's why I was asking. You know, we'll
yeah,
get to that when it happens, but let's hope not. Let's hope it goes Braun Breaker. Seth needs to like go back. He needs to go to the back of the line, bro.
yeah, man. Yeah, Brown Breaker's the future.
Yep.
Definitely. All right, Pablo, let's get to the women's championship match between Liv Morgan and oh shoot, Io Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Um Io Sky, one of my favorite female wrestlers.
Yeah,
I think
she's
her
great.
not knowing English kind of holds her back a little bit, but then I'm like, well, Asuka didn't really speak that much well English, and I was thinking like, she can be champion. She's still, this faction, I guess, still exists, the damage control, but I'm like, does it really? Like, it doesn't, it seems like that faction's not even really around anymore. I think she should just be off on her own. Um, but what was your thoughts on this match? And apparently, Liv Morgan had like a fractured nose.
Yeah, that was crazy. But the funny thing I was noticing, I think it was SmackDown or Raw. It was probably Raw. Dakota Kai was coming out. It was either SmackDown or Raw this last week,
Mhm.
and to see her smiling and shaking hands with the audience and coming down the aisle, just all happy, it was kind of weird because I'm used to seeing her as a heel. But I
Right.
guess now they're now Damage Control is faces, so full on face. So it's kind of weird for me to see. But the match, anytime you get Io Sky, man, she is great. Liv Morgan, man, she has stepped up her game this last year. No one could say nothing bad about her. Um, man, her storyline acting, everything is on point, bro. They should be glad right now. They got two great superstars. They got her and they got Rhea. And wow, to come pat while we're missing Becky and the Queen, this is pretty good. Imagine when we have all four back. It's going to be a crowded lane, but the fight I thought was pretty good. I thought Io Sky did great, and it all culminated with a good knee to the face, bro. My gosh, that was crazy. That was crazy. Liv Morgan left bleeding. She wins the match. Wow. But yeah, good match, man. It's everything you would want. This match definitely belonged there. It was a filler because I don't think Io Sky is getting the title anytime soon. And then yeah,
Well,
and then we saw
I,
Mommy
I,
at the end.
yeah. Okay. So what do you make of that, Pablo? Does that mean okay? Obviously, it means that they're gonna have another match. But does this mean that this is going to be it? One more and it's all over?
With Mommy?
Yeah.
No, they're too. We're getting close to WrestleMania, bro. We're only 5 months away. It's
So this is going to continue all the way to WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, of course, bro. It has to. There's nothing
Wow.
bigger, bro. There's nothing bigger unless they throw a swerve, man. And then did you watch after the show?
No.
Did you watch? I don't know if you were what channel you watched it on, but I watched it later on Peacock. So when the show ends, the credits go up. You think everybody's turning it off, but they did like a big old 3-4 minute thing on Becky Lynch, like
Okay.
like a promo on her, and like she's coming back or whatever, right? Like kind of like Rocky training and all that stuff, and then that ends, and then about a 3 or 4 minute promo on the Queen, Charlotte Flair. And so it's kind of interesting, because you thought it was over, but if you keep your TV on, it was a little like, wow. So they're coming back soon. So it's going to be interesting. The old chicks and the young bucks are right here,
Okay. So does Mommy get the strap back?
Of course.
Well, what I mean is soon in the next match.
No.
Okay.
I think she gets it at Mania. I think they're going to throw some new swerves. Did you hear Jesse Ventura? He's all, man, Dominic Mysterio, he knows how to pick women. Did you hear
He
what he
did
said
good,
that?
man. He had to explain some of his jokes because they looked like they weren't getting them. He's when they gave him a compliment on his coat, he was just like, "Yeah, it used to be called Damien."
Oh my
And
God.
it seemed like it fell flat, like people didn't get it. I got it. I'm like, Damien, that's Jake the Snake's snake.
Yeah.
You
Or you see at the
but he
beginning
had to explain it.
at the beginning of the show when he was making fun of Cody's dad? Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, talking about his weight.
That fell flat, bro. People didn't like that, bro. People didn't like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I go, oh no, here it goes. He's flying off the handle, but he got back in line,
I thought that was cool how they had him and Joe Tessitore. Joe Tessitore with the red bow tie, man. Kicking it out there in between segments.
He's growing on me, man.
Yeah. That was cool, man. Pablo, history was made. I'm eating my words, Holmes. I am eating my words. I had said there is no way both Chelsea Green and Meacham are in this match. No way. One of them maybe, but not both. I was wrong, Pablo. I was wrong. We have a new United States Women's Champion, the one and only Women's United States Champion as of now. And you see background, Chelsea Green. Talk to us, Pablo.
All right. First, I'm going to throw it back at you. I want to know what you think. Do you agree with it? And are you okay with it?
Okay. All right. So I was saying this on the pre-show, right? I think Meacham, I think she's a really good wrestler. Despite the big botch that she had on SmackDown with Tiffany Stratton, girl, you're supposed to get the heck out of the way. You're not supposed to allow Tiffany Stratton to land her, moonsault on you and then get pop. She missed it completely.
Yeah.
It killed it for me. I'm like, no, you just ruined it all. Outside of that, I like Meacham because I think she's a damn good wrestler.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't have the popularity. Put her on some good, give her some good storylines. I think she could do all right. Chelsea Green, Pablo, to me is not a good wrestler. I do want to give her credit because she's taken some pretty damn good bumps. You remember the bump that she took going through the table into the trash can or
Yeah.
the dumpster?
Yes.
Like, wow, that could have gone wrong, man. Like she had to, and not only that, I think from like the ladder to the outside of the ring, she went through like 2 tables, and it's like, damn, so she's definitely, I don't want to discredit her because she's definitely putting her body on the line.
Yes.
All that being said, man, she's not that good of a wrestler, man. Okay, they're trying to build her, and that's fine. Her character can be built, but her wrestling ability just isn't that good, man.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. Well, the way that we're building her up until recently was kind of like a clumsy, funny wrestler, opportunistic or whatever, and that she would get in those spots and somehow win or whatever. But yeah, just like that match you were talking about back then, when she got through the dumpster, the tables, all that. Man, it was kind of like a funny scene almost. So I wonder if she has some charisma that we don't know about. But I almost seen this coming, man. When Triple H can't, he wants to build up the new kids, And man, I wish he would have started somewhere else, but it is what it is. And people are mad that Michin was in this match. Nobody wanted to see her. I guess according to the internet world, man, they were mad. They're like, you're wasting it, So it is what it is, man. I mean, okay, I guess.
And that sucks because Michin, she can actually wrestle.
Yeah.
She can actually wrestle, but I get it because the other ones that you had a chance to have and Stratton. That I had said there's no way both Meacham and Chelsea Green get in there at the same time. You're gonna have to have Bailey or Tiffany Stratton in there to have that star power.
Yeah.
But no, man, they went this route, which was surprising. I want Meacham to start getting a little bit more TV time and some better storylines because Homegirl can throw down. Chelsea Green, she's like annoying. You know who she reminds me of, Pablo?
Carmella.
Yes.
I knew it. I was going to bring it up. Hey, no lie. I was going to bring it up a while ago when you were talking. I was going to say she's like Carmella. She's not the best wrestler, but either way, she gets you like feeling some type of way, either hating her or loving her.
Yeah, she is. Mela is money with our Carmella being here, man.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Man, when she comes back, that'd be a fun match to see.
Oh gosh, Pablo.
Oh man, imagine that war, dude. Carmella comes out in her mask. Oh, that'd be great. Just for comedy, bro. Comedy.
Chelsea Green, she's growing. Her star power is growing. I just want her in-ring ability to grow with it. If not, then I really don't want to see her be champion for too much longer.
Yeah, and the next thing we want to see her like. What would have been nice is to see her like now go up against a Becky Lynch, or go up against somebody that's great. Please don't go back to her now. She's gonna fight Doudrop or Meechin again. Like, take her to the new heights. You know what I mean? Let's not have her keep fighting all these.
You want this to elevate her.
Yes, bro. Because if they just start putting her against the NXT people. Like it's like the women's tag team belts. Like nobody cares, right? So nobody's gonna care about this belt if they don't put her up against some A stars, bro.
Yeah, I hear you, Pablo. Let's go to the main event because there's some controversy on this one, man, with Kevin Owens and the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Look, they put on a pretty damn good match.
Yeah.
But that was never going to be the problem because both of these guys can throw down.
Yeah.
So the problem was not, are they going to be able to put on a good match? The problem was anybody really invested in this match? Because did anybody really believe that Kevin Owens had a chance to take the strap from Cody?
No.
And, and what were they going to do? How were you going to wow people Because yes, we're expecting a great match. Pablo, how did this work out for you, man?
Yeah, like you said, exactly what you said. It wasn't nothing exciting. We've been seeing him tussle and fight for a few weeks on SmackDown, so it was not to me. It was nothing great. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you were there, it was probably exciting, good main event. But we all know he wasn't going to get the strap, bro. And we know that they filmed the segment after the match that's going to air on SmackDown. With him pushing Triple H or Triple H pushing him, teasing us. So,
Right.
yeah, but overall, this was just a whatever. I think Saturday night's main event could have been a lot more magical if they had invested a little more in some stars. But I think they're saving them all for January 6th.
Yeah, there's some rumors on January 6th. Which, by the way, if people don't know, we already have our next Saturday night's main event date. For those who don't know, it's January 25th.
Wow.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
even know. I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah. And I think the main event is already set with LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa.
No.
Yes,
That's
sir.
not a good one. That's not a good one, bro. Because they're gonna bury LA Knight, bro. They're not gonna have Solo lose. Because Roman just called out Solo,
Yeah.
so that's leading to WrestleMania or something, right? So, dude, it's poor LA Knight, man. He's gonna get jumped or something.
Well, let's see what happens. LA Knight he doesn't have to win cleanly,
That's true.
but
That's true.
I mean, look at this main event that we had here. Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes in a match that I didn't really hear much excitement for.
Yeah.
Right? They were trying to build it and trying to build it and trying to build it. So now apparently Cody Rhodes is injured and he's going to be out for a while. So, I mean, it was a good match, fun match. And look, for me, the reason why I was able to enjoy it, Pablo, was just more that knowing that it was Saturday night's main event. I guess that's really what it came down to. Because had it been Monday Night Raw, I would have been like, yeah, whatever. But just knowing that it was Saturday night's main event, I thought the matches were pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I'm with you. It's like, well, they could have had some better matches. Yeah, they could have. But I thought it was good enough. Not good, but good enough.
Man, I would have liked to seen Sensational Sherry show up. Different people.
Hey, whoa. Pablo, my man. She is no longer with us, guys.
No, who am I thinking of? Oh my gosh. Who am I thinking of? I'm not thinking of Elizabeth.
No, but okay, like I said in the beginning, you're right, man. Because I guess there were some people that are a little ticked off that the Immortal One wasn't there. They didn't even mention him.
Oh, I was thinking of Sable, bro.
Oh, okay.
Sable. I was like, Sable was part of a few. Oh my gosh, what am I thinking? Well, what were you saying?
No, there were some people that are upset that the Immortal One wasn't even mentioned at all. They could.
Yeah, dude, he was the key at the beginning. He was the key, bro. Him, Mr. T, Roddy Piper, Hillbilly Jim, all those guys. Andre, which is gone, man.
Yeah, they could have had a couple of people, man. Like I said, they had Tito Santana on there. That's cool. But if we're gonna be real, man, Tito was a little bit more of a jobber. He was a mid-card / jobber kind of guy.
Yeah, he was a Rob Van Dam.
Yeah. And then next to him, they had some dude that nobody knows, but they're like, oh man, he's the most important guy behind the cameras. And it's like, well, nobody knows him. He's behind the cameras. Nobody knows him. And then they show Greg the Hammer Valentine, which, okay, all right. But, I mean, again, his superstar level was not there. And then they showed the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and it's like, all right, cool. Now we get him, who I thought was the biggest star. But I will tell you this, man. Hearing Jesse the Body Ventura call the final match was gold.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, that was, bro. That's classic, bro, because man, dude, he was, back in the day, Jesse was one of my favorite wrestlers, bro. He was great on the mic. He was pretty good in the ring, man. I got to see him live a few times back in Anaheim when wrestling would come to the convention center, and you're like literally like, you're like 10 feet away from them, bro. It was pretty awesome seeing those days. So, man, he was became a governor. Now he's retired. And, was he a Navy SEAL or not? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, man.
Hey, by the way, Monday Night Raw is in Boston, Massachusetts, and tonight's main event, Pablo, is for the Intercontinental Championship, Braun Breaker versus Kaiser. Is there any chance that Breaker loses the strap?
I hope not. But I would like to. I think they're building up for a riff with Gunther and Kaiser.
Okay, so he's gonna have to lose at some point.
Yeah, I would like to see him keep it. If he loses it, I would like to see him hold it past Mania, bro. They need to put him. They need to put him against an A player again. Build him up, give him a good storyline because of they're relying on his brute strength, the dog pound and all that, man. They need to build him up, bro. They need some good storyline to get him up there feuding with somebody. Maybe a Seth. I don't know.
Okay. All right. No, I got you. He's definitely, I said it. Next year he will be champion. He will be the guy. So
I love it.
I
want to see him defeat Gunther.
That'd be nice. That would be nice, man. Well, Pablo, your boy CM Punk is making his way to the ring, so we will call it right there, man.
Nice, man. And let's hope these next few weeks, a lot of these Raw and SmackDowns are going to be recorded. That's supposedly why Cody Rhodes got injured, because he's going to take a couple of weeks off, come back January 6th. So let's see what happens. And don't look at the internet, because there'll probably be a lot of spoilers for these coming Raw and SmackDowns coming up. They have to go for Christmas. So anyways, Cholo, it was good.
Yeah, they're going to be recorded. And Esa Benny, I'm not even going to read that or respond to that, man.
Ooh, that is wrong, Benny.
That is Pablo from the LA Times, Cholo Trucker Wrestling